Hello YouTube! I'm back again to discuss more Precure. This time we're only going to be discussing You and Idol Precure. There's not been much other news in the Precure world lately. And the last time I spoke about that was episode 23, and now we're on, I think, 38. I think that's the one that just aired, the Halloween episode. Happy Halloween, everybody! Now, before I get into this review, I'll just do a little something fun because I think you guys will appreciate this. So I had a friend who went to Japan and they did bring me a few little Precure goodies. So obviously I'm a huge Kununun fan, so I got a little Kununun keychain and it's got a pink tag on it, like the detail, love. Everything else, it is all You and Idol Precure related. I've made it known my favorite character, so I got this little kyun-kyun hand towel. I've just been like displaying it everywhere because I'm like, let me just look at it. I can't use it. I have to admire its beauty. I even got a little Pretty Holic purple lipstick. I tried using it once. It's not the best quality, but like the package, it's so cute, right? Yeah, I'll show you. Yeah, very pretty. So if I need a purple lip one day, here I go. I did try it on and like, you could see the glitter on your lips, but I don't think you could really see much color. Maybe like a little bit. Like, don't get it for the quality, get it for the packaging. It's for the kids, you know? And last but not least, I got my little kyun-kyun fan light so I can be doing this with the villain of the week. And it lights up, of course. Oh, also fun. To be seen is to be loved. And these little knickknacks have given me my life. Now, hopping into You and Idol Precure, it's been a really interesting batch of episodes since I last spoke up. A lot of stuff I said in previous videos, it has come to fruition in some ways. I feel pleased with some stuff, and I'm also left with new questions and new concerns. I'd say at this point in time during the season, I'm the most concerned about how the rest of the season is gonna go than I have been this whole time. But there's a lot of stuff here that I really am loving. The big thing that's happened lately, we've gotten a lot of focus around Kaito's character. Last time, I was like, what is this character even doing here? He's so irrelevant. Why'd we introduce him so early? Now it's all making sense. I started to theorize that he had some involvement with the villains, and that did come true. He was former friends with Jogi, and now Jogi is one of the villains, not the main villain. Like, obviously, he's just like a side villain. Kaito's really come back into the mix, and I'd say he had a whole little arc that was taking up a lot of time the past few episodes, but in this Halloween episode, they finally sent him off onto tour. My feelings on Kaito are very conflicted right now. For starters, I hate that the first thing I feel like I need to talk about in Precure is a character who is not a cure, and a character who's a guy at that. Like, this should not be my main talking point right now. With what I've been given with him, I think there's a lot to like here, and I am liking his character for now. But I also think his character could be the entire downfall of the season, depending on how they utilize him moving forward. I'm hopeful that he'll be gone for a few episodes, but I hope he doesn't like come back and steamroll the final arc too. Since he's returned, I think they've been starting to push a romantic storyline between Kaito and Uta, Cure Idol. I would have never put these pieces together myself because why would you ever ship this young girl with her older mentor figure who's clearly like much older than her? That is until I start to recognize the comparisons to Yes 5 Precure with Coco and Nozomi. And that's where I start to get concerned because I'm like, oh, there's a precedent for this. Like, they even just did it in the sequel show where those two got married. That's when I'm like, oh my gosh, this might be a thing. And you start to see like Uta blushing in their scenes together. And then they do this entire episode where they go on a date together. What are we doing here? This is so irresponsible. This is so reckless. Even if they're not going to end up together in the end, I think they've done too much with this. I'm really hoping that if Kaito ends up in any sort of relationship by the end of the season, it is with Jogi. I think that friends to enemies to lovers storyline would be so juicy. and I'm sure the fanfic writers are on it as we speak. I just do not want to see any world where him and Uta get together. That is so gross. Is Kaito a character I'm enjoying for now? Yes. Is Kaito the character I'm most concerned about completely ruining this season in the last stretch of episodes? Yes. But for now, I'll give grace and hope that things work out smoothly. Moving on from him, I will move on to Cure Idol. I've been iffy on her for a lot of the season, but pretty soon after episode 23, they did a focus episode with her that like dived into her family. And overall, I'd say in this chunk of episodes, I've really started to like her a lot more. Is she like my favorite lead cure ever? No. But I've appreciated her more, and I think she's been able to rally the group, and she's been at the center, and she hasn't been sucking up too much airtime. Now, I have started to have issues with her relative to Kaito, and most recently, she got a power up. She became this red cure, and I do like the design. It kind of just seems like a recolor of her original outfit. So like, okay, it's not the most inspired, but I think the red really pops. Why didn't they just make her that from the start, honestly? Now, my issue with that though is she got her power up in the episode that was all about Kaito's backstory. So in this episode revolving around a man, that's where our lead cure gets her power up. Okay. Okay. Do we see how strange that is? And also, she's the only one who's gonna get a power up, it seems. I don't like that at all. I like it when everybody gets power up. I don't like this singling out this one cure. You know what this is all really reminding me of? I'm really being reminded of the final arc of Delicious Party Precure. That is where it all revolved around the guy somehow in the final arc. The show about magical girls. It's magical girl anime. And include a guy on the team, yes, that's fun. Like, hello, Cure Wing, icon. To have the whole show kind of revolving around these male characters who are not cures and are not who we're signed up to see, it's infuriating. So it's mixing the faults of Delicious Party Precure with a lot of my faults from other seasons, like Happiness Charge Precure, where in that endgame, they sidelined everybody but the mean cure. It's like mixing the worst of all these worlds. And I can give it some grace because we're not at the final arc yet, so maybe like we're doing it now, but the end game's gonna be fine. But you see why I'm getting really concerned about what's this end game gonna be if we're doing this now. Like, I hope they don't like double down on it all. Oh, I'm scared. I'm really scared, you guys. Even in this Halloween episode that we just had, and now we're on a week break, I was really enjoying the episode. I thought Uta and like her fear of pumpkins was really fun. Then we get to the fight scene, and it was good at first. Then they take the time for Cure Idol to have her solo upgraded transformation, and the other girls were kind of just like there. It kind of took me out of the episode, honestly. I was like, okay, we're doing this for like an episode or two, fine. Have it be just the one girl. But if this like continues for like 5 episodes and we're only seeing Cure Idol have her big moment with her upgrade, I'm gonna get really irritated. I'm not ready to write this season off just yet because I am enjoying these episodes. Like, I was having fun watching the Kaito Jogi backstory stuff. I was having fun with the Halloween episode stuff. Before that, there were a few episodes where I'm like, not the most exciting. But overall, I'm feeling positive about the season. I now see a path where everything about this season could just completely crumble, and I don't like that I can see that path. I'm hopeful though. I'm hoping we don't go into this trap, and I'm hoping it's just we're doing it right now. Next cure I want to talk about is Cure Kyun-kyun, my favorite cure. I proved that at the start of the video. I still love Cure Kyun-kyun with everything, but she is the most underserved cure right now. Even in my last video, I was like, okay, it's time to give Cure Kyun-kyun something, and she's had a few episodes here and there, and she's been present in the episode. She's been a fun source, and I think she's very much been the character they go to for any idol expertise because she's the fan. So I think she's had a fun side role, but she's not really gotten to take the focus, and I feel like she's getting lost in the shuffle. That's extra disappointing for me because I feel so strongly that like this is our standout cure this season. She's got the most personality, the most potential. I've seen so much good from her, and we're not utilizing it, and we're getting pretty close to the end game. She'll at least get one more focus episode before the final stretch, but I'm really hoping they do something good with her where I can feel really good about her. We've given everybody else really good stuff. I feel like kyun-kyun needs something really juicy in this last stretch of episodes to really be able to stand her own. I don't want her to get lost in the shuffle because I really do think she really sparked my interest in the season. I was so impressed with her upon debut. Like, let's do something here. I wish I had more to say, but I just don't. Like, she's been my favorite part in a lot of episodes, but she's not had much to do. She's been a team player, and that's it. They did pair her off with Puridoon for an episode because they were just like the scraps left over. That was fun. I almost wish they would have given them a whole episode to explore their dynamic, but for what it was fine. I guess speaking of, I'll talk about kyun-kyun. I don't have much to say. I think kyun-kyun has fallen into the background a little bit, but I think that was deserved because mid-season it was all kyun-kyun all the time. You had your time. So yeah, it's your time to step back and let everybody else take some focus. I'm actually enjoying Puridoon on the season right now because it was a lot when Puridoon kyun-kyun was getting so much focus, but now that it's okay, you're just a team member now, and they've done a better job combining the 5 girls and making them all intermingle better. So I'm enjoying it more. I don't feel like, okay, you've stolen the show. Nobody else can exist with Puridoon here. I will say about both Puridoon and Melodoon, they are in their fairy forms more than they are in their human forms. They got their human forms since I last was here. And I was worried about that. I'm like, let's keep them as fairies. I think they work so well as fairies. They have done that. They are sparsely in their human forms. And it is fun when they're in their human forms. Like, they got in their human forms to wear costumes this episode. But even at the end of the episode, they had kyun-kyun. She had them as fairies, and she made them little idol costumes as the fairies. It was so funny. You see kyun-kyun just like stealing the show in small ways. Let's give her focus. But this is about Puridoon. Yeah, not my favorite character this season. I don't think she's gonna be, but I really am enjoying her, and I do feel like she is a strong force on this season, even though she's taking the background right now. She has made her mark on the show, for sure, no matter what happens moving forward. I guess I should talk about Kyur-kiss, Melodoon next, the lovers, and she has had a great arc. We got her whole storyline revealed, her backstory, everything. And it was really nice. She's finally free from not being able to intermingle with the group. They do reveal that that's what was holding her back. She couldn't talk with everybody because that was her one wish that she locked away. She had a very tragic backstory. It was kind of what I expected it to be. Part of me wishes they revealed her stuff a little sooner so she could get in with the group a little sooner, but better late than never. And as soon as her backstory and everything got revealed and we worked through all those story bits, she was able to get in the group very smoothly. And that is with the help of Kyur-wink, who she was able to form a really close friendship with. And that's been the highlight of this part of the season for me. This Melodoon, Kyur-wink friendship dynamic that has unfolded. It's done wonders for both their characters, and I'm happy. I called it. I said how we get Melodoon back in this group, we have her form a friendship with either kyun-kyun or wink. They went with wink. It's worked out so well. They have so much in common, and honestly, it's kind of made those two characters the standouts of this season. Now, I still do ship Kyur-kiss, Kyur-kyun. Like, yes, that is the couple, but I think her dynamic with Kyur-wink is my favorite dynamic of hers, honestly. it's just so natural, and we got to see it formed while Puridoon and Metadoon was more like forced on us, and I love it. I do love it, like couple goals, yes, but it was just so rewarding to see these two form a friendship and getting to see them really start to shine in the group. Now, last but not least, I will talk about Cure now. And oh my gosh, I can't believe it. If you would have asked me like 10 episodes into the season, oh, Cure might become your new favorite, I'd be like, no way. But she's really gotten to do so much in this stretch of the season. Like, she had her thing with the villain, then she had her dynamic with Metadoon where she was the first one to really get through to her. And even in this Halloween episode, we got to see her really be a grounding force for Uta and her fear, and highlighted their dynamic again. Honestly, she kind of feels like the main character this season. She's the one keeping everything going. She feels like the heart of the group. I can't believe it. I really can't believe it. If I didn't have such a strong attachment to kyun-kyun, just that was immediate and such an appreciation for her, with what's been served to me at this point in time, Kierwink would probably be my favorite. She's definitely my second favorite. I just hope we can do something like this for kyun-kyun, because they proved that they can pull off the impossible and give this character who was really not leaving a mark on me for a minute leaves such a mark on me where I'm like, wow, you're gonna be remembered for seasons to come. I'm gonna be talking about you like, let's give these other Cures an arc like Cure Wink. So impressed. I do want to touch on the idol theming of this season because I've started to have mixed feelings on it. I think it's been very fun and very insightful to like see what goes on with an idol, and we've gotten a peek into the culture. Like, they've really gone hardcore on the theming. But I started to look at it when they did that episode about the merch shop where they had the girls get that up and running, where I'm like, oh, is this something we should be promoting? I know the show always pushes merchandise through the show. Like, they've done it with the toys. Like, hello, I just showed off my toys. I don't know. I started to be like, wow, are we really pushing these items like for kids? And I was even like watching an episode and seeing these girls getting that merch shop established, and I was like, I want all this stuff. But I was also like, should we be encouraging this? I don't know. I think idol culture is toxic. Is it okay to like make a theme of it and put it in a kid's show? It's complicated. Like, I'm enjoying it, seeing it all play out. I find it very fascinating. But I wonder, should we be encouraging this? I don't know. I just started to think about that. I won't hold it against the season necessarily, but I think it would be an interesting conversation to have. Like, wow, this is not the healthiest thing that's happening in the world. This fan obsession with these singing groups, these, like, it's odd. I started to think about it. Like, wow, this is odd, and we're doing this in a kid's show. I don't think it's necessarily bad, but it's just interesting. I wonder if in this last set of episodes, they'll touch on the downsides, maybe. I think that would be nice, and that would make me feel a little better about them doing this whole idol theme season. I don't necessarily expect it, but it would be nice. Speaking of their merch shop, I'll touch on the villains. We had the two villain of the week villains who would pop in and out here and there. They got reformed around mid-season, and now they have jobs in the merch shop, and I think that's pretty cool. I like that not only have they reformed the villains, they've given them jobs. Yeah, that's cool. It was revealed that they're actually fairies too, and they all came from whatever the land was called. I wasn't expecting to talk about the villains, so I don't have it in my head. But I really do like what they're doing with the villains. Right now on the villains team, we only have Jogi and Chakidin, who has been our leader of the team. I think we're gonna get both of them reformed, even Chakidin. I think she's starting to like look at the human world. Like in this Halloween episode, she was walking around like what are these kids doing? And she had like a fun interaction scaring them off. I'm really liking her character. I think she's had a great design. I think she's not had many villainous actions, but she's serving as the villain role right now. So I think there's room for her redemption, and I think she's a fun character. I think if this endgame plays out well, I could look back very fondly on this group of villains. Even though I can't recall the names of the first two, I know who they are. Well, one of them was Cuddy. His whole thing was like, I can recall them. That's more than I can say for villains of seasons past. We are on a week break from Precure. They will be back in 2 weeks with what appears to be a crossover episode with the stage show. I rolled my eyes when they started playing that next time on, and honestly, it seemed a little boring. I haven't seen the stage show. I feel like we just had those big revelations 2 episodes ago that I'd like to revisit. So why are we wasting time and wasting this endgame with that? I feel like there's just a lot that we need to unpack with the show. So I'm a little concerned. I'll watch the episode with an open mind, but I'm really just sitting here like, why are we doing this? Give them like an OVA or something else. A stage show. We're giving the stage show characters an episode. Okay. Just doing anything for anybody but kyun-kyun. I do know a lot of people are very fond of the stage show though. So good for you. Hopefully you get what you want out of it. Hopefully it's good. But I bet you they're trying to like test the waters to see if they want to like give them a spin-off show or something. It could be that, or it could also just be, let's throw this in here, see if we can get more people to attend the stage show. I don't know. I'm not thrilled by it though. What are we doing here? We've lost the plot, clearly. We'll pick it back up in a few episodes. That's what I'm gathering. Oh, the ending song for this season. I think that's new since I last spoke about it. I really like it. It doesn't hold up to the first one, but who could? Oh, and we also got their big group transformation. That song, I liked it the first time. I thought it was emotionally compelling for that episode, but since it's gone on in future episodes, it's not held up the best. I'm not the most excited by it. It's a little stale. I think we haven't had enough good music for an Idol season. I'd like more. Even with the power-up that Cure Idol just got, she didn't get a new song or anything. I don't know. It feels like they're not going all out with the songs. They gave me a few good bangers that are still on my playlist, so that's something. Now, I do think I will be back before the end of the season. Probably not until we have some information about the next season though, if I had to guess. So that'll be fun. I'm scared, but I'm excited. That's all I'm feeling about Idol Precure right now. So hopefully it all goes well. And until next time, bye.